Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 was one of the most fun games I have ever played in my life. But you know what else it was? It was also one of the scariest games I've ever played in my life. I mean, do you guys see this right here? Like, what is even that? So if you haven't caught on to what we're doing today, we're gonna be listing every Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 character from least scary to most scary. So let's go ahead and start. At number 7 as our least scary character, we have Poppy and Kissy. Okay guys, this is like really off topic right here, but while I was searching up Kissy and Poppy in Chapter 3 on YouTube, this is what popped up. I searched up Kissy and Poppy kissing and pooping at the same time. Huh? Okay, sorry, I just had to mention it. Let's get back to the video. But anyway, I have Kissy and Poppy at number 7 because they're literally on our side. Like, they're here to help us. Even though we had that one Kissy Missy jump scare where we walk out the door and she just grabs us like that. Oh my goodness, that scared me a bit. But besides that part, Poppy and Kissy are actually on our side. They're here to help us out. They don't try to hurt you or scare you. They're just like our friends, I guess. They're like our friends, right? Being friends with Kissy Missy and Poppy. That sounds like something I would definitely do in real life. But yeah, that's why I have them as the least scary characters. Coming in at our number 6 spot, we actually have the smiling critters. And even though this was supposed to be like a scary part, I mean, just look at them. How could you be scared of that? I mean, they're like little plushies, like, right? Okay, that's a little scary. It's a little scary, but overall, not too bad. At least compared to all of the other characters we had in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. And honestly, I would say that they're just not that scary because they're so tiny. Like, they actually just remind me of plushies. Just, they look a little scary. Just a little bit. And I think the hard part about this part was that there are just so many of them. Like, there are just so many of them chasing you at this part. And of course, you had to use the flare gun to try and get them away. But yeah, there were a bunch of them. And their jump scares actually aren't too bad. They also make very little noise when they jump scare you. Like, they're very quiet. Like, just listen to this. See? Not too loud at all. It's actually not that bad. So that's my reason for putting the smiling critters at number 6. Now moving on to number 5, our 5th scariest monster in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. I actually put the prototype. Even though we don't see the prototype that much, when we do see it, it gives me the chills. I get goosebumps. Especially in the end where it just folds Catnap like an omelet and takes him up to like heaven or something. Yeah, that part right there, that surprised me so much, it gave me chills. So even though we don't really know what the prototype's full body looks like, it does some pretty creepy things, like this, for example. We also see the prototype right here when we're like hallucinating after Catnap jumps us. Yeah, he comes up from here and just his hand just shows up. And yeah, that part also gave me the creeps. That part was scary. And yeah, it's kind of just like even the VHS tapes we hear about the prototype, those alone are also very creepy. So that's why I have the prototype at number 5. Ranked at number 4, I have Dog Day. Yup, I'm talking about this part right here where we have that Dog Day chase. I mean, even before he was possessed by the other smiling critters, he already looked pretty scary to me. But not only was he getting absolutely eaten up by the other smiling critters just like that, they were just going into him. But his chase scene was also so scary. And his chase scene was also one of the most intense things I've ever done. It was like the Huggy Wuggy chase scene, but it was also really scary. I mean, during this part, I was literally sweating so much, like no joke. Like all these doors that were just closing, all these directions I had to turn while running away from him. I kept on having to look back. It was so tense. Don't know if anyone actually did the Dog Day chase scene first try, but if you did, props to you. You are very good at video games if you did it first try. And here is Dog Day's jump scare right here, just so you know what it looked like. Just so you see how scary it is. We are now moving into our top 3 scariest monsters in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. And at number 3, I have Huggy Wuggy. Now don't get me wrong, Huggy Wuggy's return was very wholesome, very nostalgic. But for him to just pop out the TV like that? Like just like that? Like, no, that was too scary. Too unexpected, and the even worse part, you're kind of forced to get jump scared by him because there's no escaping this part. You have to get caught by him. Like this part right here, it just surprised me so much. Listen to my reaction to this.
Theirs now.
What?
Welcome.
Not even letting me open it. Huh? What? What the? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no 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 no! We Yo! No 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 no! Are you? Yo! Hurry! Run faster! Run faster! Run faster! Oh no! So, as you can see, that was a very scary part for me. Definitely made me scream, definitely made me very scared. So even though it was very nostalgic to see Huggy Wuggy back and to get a chase scene with him, it was really scary. We are now coming to our top 2 scariest characters in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. And coming in at number 2, almost there to being the scariest character in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, we have the one and only Catnap. I mean, oh my goodness, where do I even start with this thing? Like, there's just no way this is Poppy Playtime anymore. This is like some next level advanced stuff. Cause listen, in chapter 1 we had Huggy Wuggy. Okay, it was scary, but not too bad. Next we had Mommy Longlegs, also not too bad. And then there's Catnap, looking like this. Super scary, super detailed, can transform into some really weird thing. Like that right there, that is no longer Catnap at this point. And while I do say all of this, yes, Catnap is a very scary monster, definitely not what I was expecting. I just need to say one thing. We don't really get that much action with Catnap, if you know what I mean. Like, we do get a lot of cutscenes of Catnap, where he's just doing stuff like taking Bunzo Bunny here, for example. He just swoops in. And also right here at this part, we get a small glimpse of him. But we honestly don't really get any really scary chase scene with him, or like anything too close to that. Yes, we do see Catnap right here when we're going up the elevator, and have that little final boss battle where we had to put the batteries in the certain places to keep him away for a certain amount of time. But I just feel like other than that, we don't really see Catnap too much throughout the whole chapter. Yes, he is still the main monster in this chapter, but I just feel like we should have seen him a little more. What do you guys think? But yeah, Catnap, he's still definitely a very scary monster that I would not want to get near, wouldn't even want to look at. Keep that thing away from me. And finally, at number 1, the scariest character in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, I have Miss Delight. Yes, that's right. Miss Delight is the scariest character in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. She is seen at the school section of the Playcare, and she is just very scary. I have to say, this right here is probably the most intense part of the whole game. The most terrifying, intense, scariest part of the whole game. The fact that she is a weeping angel, you have to keep an eye on her in order for her to not move. That is just really scary. And especially when you lose sight of Miss Delight and you don't know where she went, that has to be the most scary thing in your entire life. The amount of chills and goosebumps and heart attacks this part gave me was absolutely bizarre. And it's just like the way she looks, the way she moves, the sound of her steps, the sound of her getting closer to you. It is just not good for your health for something to be this scary. After seeing a Miss Delight, there is no way I ever want to go to school again. Not that I already didn't want to go to school in the first place, but you know what I'm saying. Miss Delight is the scariest character in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. Here's a look at some of my reactions to Miss Delight. Huh? Oh my god! Why are you doing this? Okay, I think we gotta go in here, right? Pull that! Oh my god! Oh my god! Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Everything's all good. Where did she go? Oh my gosh, where did she go? Oh my god. So yeah, as you can see, Miss Delight gave me nightmares for real. She is super scary. So that's why I have her ranked at the number 1 spot. So there you have it. That is every Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 character from least scary to most scary. Let me know what you agree with or what you don't agree with in the comments. And yeah, that's kind of it. Gonna go get more nightmares from Poppy Playtime Chapter 3.